So I'm sure most of what we're doing right now is not legal at all. Luckily, it's pretty empty, but the scenery here and the shots you can get on the cars is definitely worth the risk. Any M driver or sports car owner will know that Shell will be their best friend. You'll probably be there at least once a week, maybe more depending on how you drive. This guy is one of the most heavy-footed drivers. He averages less per gallon than my natural aspirated, well, supercharged V8. Hey everyone, so I'm inside Ig's Austin Yellow M4. I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen him in some of my videos. Whenever I'm cruising out, he's one of my good friends that I ride with. But today we're going to do an interview specifically on the M4 and the owner and his preference for why he chose the BMW M4, and then some of the ins and outs with what he has in the future for the car, as well as kind of maybe what are some other cars he would have considered or wants to consider in the future, and we'll see a little bit about why he chose the M4. So my first question for you, Ig, is, well, exactly what I just asked. Why the BMW M4?
Can't fit in most of the cars, so one problem. So I had to choose between CL63 or 65 AMG and BMW M4. Only like BMWs and Mercedes. So I don't know, my friend had an M5, F10 M5. We came in for a brake change on that car and I saw this in the showroom. I was like, damn, what is that? I've never seen one in real life before, but so yeah, I ended up driving out of there with this car.
Is there any reasons why you chose probably one of the brightest M4s you could possibly get on the market?
Well, it's a loud car. It's a very loud color. I don't know, I just thought any like white or black would just blend in with regular cars, and I wanted something flashy at that time.
Okay.
You can always wrap it if you don't like the color.
That is true, as you've seen with my satin black M3, guys.
Exactly.
I guess my next question for you would be, outside of the M4 itself, and obviously you said against the AMG, you chose the M4. Why did you choose, I guess, an M4 over, say, maybe an E92 M3 sort of?
Well, my brother has CL65 AMG, which is souped up to 1,000 horsepower, 1,200 torque. And so every time we drove to test drive any of the cars, every single one felt slow. So it was E60 M5, E63 M6, E92 M3, all felt like very slow and civilized. When I saw how the M4 drives, or even M5, the new F10, they're like raw power. They like kick you in the back when you're taking off. And that's, I wanted, I guess, that excitement of driving, not just going fast. I wanted to be able to do crazy shit whenever I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, you can say anyone who's driven or seen any of the M4s, they are definitely fighting for traction, and it's always a freaking maniac on the road. I mean, this car has zero civilization when you put the foot down. It just likes to burn tire, and it's real easy to kick it out and have it slide. And I would say, every time I get in, I said, this thing is scary. That. And he has a carbon fiber lip up front, if you've seen it in any of the pictures, which I'll probably show in the video. But he also has RK intakes, which I think make a fantastic sound. But outside of that, do you have any things you're looking to try and do, or any things that you don't like with the M4 in stock form that you would like to be able to change?
So I don't like what everyone don't like about the M4. The exhaust sound, which seems to have been solved with the competition models. So I'll see if I can get it tuned or do something to change the damn noise. It just it sounds like a fart can sometimes.
I wouldn't say it's as bad as people say it is.
It's not terrible, but it doesn't sound like C63 AMG. That one sounds rowdy. This one sounds like more towards, I don't know. So we'll see. Downpipes, tune, and probably equal. We'll have to lower it. Then we'll see if I can change anything with the exhaust, because I haven't heard a single aftermarket exhaust that sounds any better.
Yeah. Well, like he said, we heard a guy with a compact M4.
That sounds good, dude. That sounds way.
Yeah, that sounds way better than the stock ones.
Yeah.
Way better than the stock ones.
It's got more like.
And I'm not really sure what they really did with that exhaust. We have heard that maybe it's just a different tune that allows for a different character of the sound. Obviously, we know that engineers can sound engineer the sound of a car, but it definitely did sound better. I mean, his car now, he has the flaps always open, so it's definitely pretty loud. When I hear him taking off all the time, it definitely farts, and it has a love-hate type of sound for it. But I will definitely say the whoosh sound that his intakes give off, if he can pair that with a rowdy exhaust, his car would have a great, engine and exhaust sound combination. You guys know I have a S65 M3, and it's definitely loud and sounds really good for what it is. But I think too many people are trying to pair the character of an inline-six turbo to the character of an NA V8, and you simply just can't do that. So you got to understand what the M4 is as a sound and basically try to maximize on that. And I definitely think this car can get some sound that'll sound decent for the audience as soon as people start understanding the type of character you need to build with the right setups. But I think one thing we can agree on is we've seen a guy, Darth Vader. We haven't heard it in person, but we can definitely agree that his car did sound nasty from what we've seen.
Oh yeah, well, we will hear it in person on M Invasion.
So we plan on going down to an M Festival in South Carolina. One of our favorite things to do is to hear and see all the different mods in the car, so we don't have to waste our own money doing trial and error to find the right setups. But I look forward to doing that. Traction control. Do you ever feel like you have to fight traction more than you'd like?
In terms of
straight line speed, on and off ramp exits, control in terms of when you're putting the power down?
I feel like if you know how to drive, you can control the car fairly well. It's only when you try to do dumb shit, slam your gas all the way down while having everything completely off, that's when it gets kind of scary. But other than that, I mean, it's hard to get traction, if that's what you're asking.
So being that you have a great looking M4 and being a car guy, I'm sure you like a lot of cars. If you were to name a top 2 or 3 list of cars that you would potentially want in the future, are those BMWs, or are you looking at different brands?
Well, I would like to keep this one for a very long time, but if I had to go, I guess, into a supercar range, I think next car would be the V10 R8 with a twin turbo kit.
Can't ever keep anything stock.
No. Plus, I can't fit in anything, so at 6.6 you get very limited choices.
Yeah.
It will change drastically if BMW comes out with actual supercar.
Yeah, God knows we're all waiting on that one.
I8 is not cutting it there.
All right, so my last question for you is, Have you always been a car guy, or was there a moment when you knew that you became a car guy and you knew that you wanted to be in the car scene?
I would say always. When I was little, my dad used to buy cars. Like when we lived in Europe, he used to bring cars from Germany back to Lithuania and sell them. So I was always surrounded by cars.